That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Thanks for D.A. Jacob.
Well, guys,
You certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center locking down the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at center. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And Lillard kicks to Powell. No good on the three. Lopez outside. Right side out of Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. Shoots over Lillard. And Holiday with the basket on the assist by Giannis.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
McCollum, no good. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Lillard on top. The putback. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his fourth rebound in this one.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first four shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Now here's Lopez, and that one drops.
The main area of expertise for Lopez, I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to cash in from there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now Lillard, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
They were pretty tight to start this game. Started out with 4 straight misses. Maybe that one will get them going.
Bucks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Middleton outside. And the pass to Lopez. Back to Middleton. Just 4 to shoot. Off target with his 3. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen them. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Milwaukee's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Giannis passes to Middleton. Powell with the steal. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Lets it fly from 18. Kept alive. Nurkic, and Lillard kicks to Powell. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Pass to Lopez. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The strength of Lopez. I mean, he's fantastic at cutting through the contact and converting.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Lillard outside. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the first. And that one drops for him.
Love how assured Lillard is for this spot. He's a confident shooter. He likes pulling up from anywhere.
Now here's Giannis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Taking 2 shots.
That one is off.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. And it's slammed in by Jones.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now here's Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
Here's Simons. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Passes it to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Strong finish by Kanter. The contact doesn't seem to affect his mechanics at all.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Connaughton. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. The shot's good. Giannis has got 5 now.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Simons. Pass to Kanter. Tries from 10. And again, it's Portland converting.
You have to admire the assertiveness. Kanter not even thinking about it. He's just firing off the catch.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Teague. Portis is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Connaughton in at the 3. And Jones slams it in. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Now the Bucks moving it up. Antetokounmpo running, and Antetokounmpo swings it in.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Here's Simons. Teague covering. And it's Simons missing. Bucks leading by 4. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the bet. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. Now, the coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltend.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Bucks leading by 6. Here's Tucker. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball. And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you don't even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Middleton for 3. Tucker the pass to Middleton. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Trailblazers trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Anthony, that's tipped.
Gotta have more of this moving forward. Portis has the size needed to turn back shots.
Now here's Teague. Tight defense on him. For Portland, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Teague for 3. Middleton, that's good, and so Teague with the assist. Middleton's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee. Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. 1:29 left in the first half. Fires from deep. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Tucker the pass to Teague. It's stolen by Anthony. They're running. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Tipped away. And now Portland on the break. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
But I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
And Teague's got the ball here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Tucker the pass to Teague. 4 on the clock. Middleton for 3. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
Here's Middleton after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Middleton. Middleton, covered by Hollis Jefferson. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, when a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks ahead. They lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Yep.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. And Shaq, you bestowed your Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. If you look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing upon whatever the defense gives up.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Lillard following the 3 from Drew Holiday. Fires for 3. Covington finds Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
When Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in these sets.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers. And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
The putback, it's hauled in by Giannis. Bucks leading by 6. Holiday goes in. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Holiday's got 7.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Here's DiVincenzo, following the score by Damian Lillard. Middleton against Powell. Middleton on the wing. Outside Holiday. Rebounded by Covington.
Wow, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found a mark. It's been a good start for them.
And a wide open look for McCollum from outside off the mark. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. Hits the jumper in space. Middleton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Here's the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. 11 points in the game.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
To the middle. Here's Holiday. And he banks in the layup. Holiday's got 7 points here in this quarter. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. We've got 1:23 left in the third. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Gotta love the aggressiveness of McCullough. He doesn't back down from the defense. Embraces getting hit while shooting.
And so McCollum nails both of them. A minute 20 left to play here in the third. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Middleton, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Middleton's got 11 points. Trailblazers trail by 11.
Hey, yo, get on game.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, and the rebound goes to Lopez.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
They grab their own miss. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Another shot. Shot clock at 5. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game time. And the dunk by Powell.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Now the pass to Middleton. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Back to Middleton. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So it's Portland now. They trail by 9 points. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Simons is gone, 1 of 4 so far. And now here comes Teague leading the break. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Forbes. Offline with his three.
That's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Good on the bucket.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
And here is Teague. Four on the shot clock. Here's Forbes. Misses the three. Trailblazers trail by 7. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Left side, Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Cantor, the pass to Simons. He kicks it to Little. Here's Simons, defended by Portis. And Cantor throws it down.
And look at Cantor rise up. Good anticipation for the big man to go for the alley.
Pass to Portis. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's the lob to the hoop, and Jones with the stop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now, here's Tucker, guarded closer. Can't connect from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Anthony. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Oh, yeah, they still got work to do, but what a job they've done to get back into this one.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Lillard against Holiday. Passes to Anthony. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got his 5th assist in this one. Trailblazers trail by 5. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cantor. Three-pointer, Lillard. Covington finds Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. It's Carmelo Anthony on the way. And again, it's Portland converted.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here is Holiday. Antetokounmpo inside. Covington's there. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Damian Lillard. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 1:03 left to play in the final quarter. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
They get what they want out of that trip. Now a 2-possession game.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. This one for 3. The Trailblazers rebound. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Stolen by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Holiday. And the Bucks lead by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Got to admire the passion Leonard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
Holiday with it. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. A 3-pointer off the mark. Now DiVincenzo. Pass to Antetokounmpo.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game. He
hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And a deep three from Lillard. Knocks down the trifecta.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for Payday.
Good evening, Kevin. Well,
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. Now here's Leonard. George passes to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morris. Milwaukee with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And it's the Bucks on the break.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And here's George for 3. Good on the triple. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Right side, Leonard. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. And the basket is good.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The pass to George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. The Clippers keep it alive. And Ibaka slams it in.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Giannis. Passes it to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Holiday. Misses the step-back jump shot. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Leonard with the steal. Pass to Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Holiday.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he makes both free throws.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
Pass to Middleton. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Morris passes to George. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 6.
You can see there's complete trust in Paul George in pick and rolls. Fantastic at taking advantage of the defense and the separation they give him.
Now here is Holiday. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Leonard. George looking around. Ibaka finds George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Cousins comes in for Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And then for Milwaukee, Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Teague. And that one is good.
I'll tell you what, there's only so much you can do. Teague is great at muscling through these shots on the dribble drive.
Jackson kicks to George. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. It's Jackson with the drive. Here's Zubac. Tries again. It's rebounded by Portis.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
In the corner, George with it. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks trail by 5. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Middleton with it. George picks him up. T kicks to Antetokounmpo.
This is the all-around impact of DeMarcus Cousins. Points, rebounds. There he gets the stop.
Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter.
This game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Teague. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. For 3, Middleton. A shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. A shot by George, wide open, but they recover it. Zubac the pass to George. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. Poke loose and stolen by Jeff Teague. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Chris Middleton. And stolen by Cousins. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Kennard for 3. The shot by George, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Teague against George. Clippers leading by 5. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Cousins. Sweet move. He lays it in. Cousins has got his first basket.
Well, even though Cousins has increased his range over the years, you still love when he imposes his will on the inside.
Outside Teague. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Passes it to Kennard. Now Cousins. Guarded by Tucker. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Zubac's the pass to Cousins. Shoots over Tucker. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Stolen by Tucker. And it's the Bucks on the break. Pass to DiVincenzo. Left side Portis. Over Kennard. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Portis. Teague against Beverly. Ibaka outside. He kicks it to Cousins. Clock at 6. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Good work there as it goes.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And here is Teague. Knocks it loose. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Teague. Kennard finds Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Now Beverly. Three-pointer. And again, no good by the Clippers. The shot by Middleton. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see an outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 11 points and 1. And
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Ibaka in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 13.
Well, I like to see Paul George be assertive down low. This guy doesn't lack for confidence, and he is an accomplished scorer regardless of where he is on the floor.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. And Giannis gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Holiday. Dishes it to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by George. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Holiday.
I love to see Serge Ibaka when he's locked in on the defensive end. Boy, he'll make you think twice as an offensive player.
Leonard kicks to George. And it's George again missing.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to George. The 17-footer. And he nails the jumper. He's got 15.
Well, Paul George has always had that aspect to his game. The mid-range where he can be efficient and effective is absolutely on point.
Middleton on the wing. Back to Holiday. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Leonard, no luck.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
On up the court. Lopez passes to Giannis. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The pass to George. Beyond the arc. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Pass to Morrow. Back to Antetokounmpo. Got it. Good job in the low post. Antetokounmpo's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
George from deep three-point land. Can't get it to go. Shooting 47% on 7 of 15 attempts. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teagan for Drew Holiday. Ibaka dishes to Morris. Back to Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks to Beverly. Great D that time from T. Milwaukee in the lead. Fast break, Milwaukee. Plenty of space. Tucker. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, if you don't put a body on Tucker, he will find a way to burn you on the offensive glass.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's George, and there it is for him. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Outside T. Pass to Forbes. Fires from the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Poked away. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, A.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the 2.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Pass to Forbes. To the right side. And a wide open look for Portis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Morris throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. You cannot give up the lane to the cup. Once Marcus Morris sees one, forget about it.
Teague against Beverly. Teague feeling it out a bit. And there's the pass to Portis. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Ibaka. From deep, George, and the three ball is good. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
Timeout called the Bucks. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
And again, the Bucks miss.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Passes it for Zubac. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Clippers lead by 5.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Holiday. Will it go? Here's DiVincenzo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Jackson against Holiday, and Jackson gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Tries from 16. Middleton can't get it to go.
Boy, a miss like that would drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And an intentional foul right there. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Zubac, bounce pass. Cousins finds George. The pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
Over in the corner, Zubac. On the wing, Jackson. He feeds it to Cousins. Back to Jackson. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
Holiday looking over the floor. "56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Outside, George double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Milwaukee now. And the Bucks with possession. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. 6 to shoot. Here's Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Lopez passes to Giannis. And here is DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. No good from 18. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has...
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And the Clippers starting five. They've got Paul George. Baca is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the small forward position.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now, here's George. He kicks to Leonard. Top of the key, Ibaka. The tray. A three-pointer is right on target.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Ibaka. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Lillard. From deep. Paul George grabs the miss. Morris with the ball. Now Covington defending. Leonard with the bucket.
Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi very active, very focused on the job at hand.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Lillard against Beverley. It's stolen by Ibaka. George looking over the floor and stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Outside Leonard. Here's Beverley. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's McCollum. Back to Lillard from deep three-point range. Morris with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
From deep, George. The pass to Leonard. And stolen by Lillard. One-on-one fast break. Powell kicks to Lillard. Over Beverley. The Clippers grab the miss. And here's the break. Passes to George. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. McCollum, no good for Los Angeles. They've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Ibaka, no luck.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And part of what makes Dame special, he can pour it in working off the ball. Rare to see a point guard who finds points without the rock in their hands.
Now here's Leonard. Back to George. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard kicks to Beverly. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Leonard with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Now here's Powell. Pass to Lillard. Shoots over Leonard. And misses it off the right side of the rim. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
They've got Enes Kanter. Collins is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Kanter. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Clippers trail. Jackson deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Batum. Pass to Man. Clock at 6. For the 3. And Reggie Jackson gets the 3. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Blazers on offense. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And the pass to Man. Kicks it to Cousins. And the shot goes in.
Solid work by DeMarcus. Locates his spot, sets up quickly. That's how you catch a shoot in rhythm.
Passes it to Carmelo. He lobs it up. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Jackson passes to Kennard. Right side, Batum. Outside, Jackson. Back to Batum. Over Collins. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Jackson. Batum's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers. Simons, the pass to Jones. Simons surveying the D. He kicks to Collins. Over Kennard. Here's Simons. Batum grabs the miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The feed to Cousins. Dishes to Batum. Jackson against Collins. A shot by Batum, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. Jones dishes to Kanter. That shot off the mark, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Jones. Here's Kanter. Outside Collins. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. .143 left in the second quarter. Outside Jackson for 3. Rebound by Anthony. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Simons, the pass to Jones. To the paint. Here's Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table.
Kennard for 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Portland trailing here. Here's Jones. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And Los Angeles with some changes. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. On the wing, George over Jones. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Lobbed up there for Collins. That one doesn't go. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Los Angeles with another miss. And for Portland, they're shooting 43% from the field. Out to Anthony. Over George. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Jones.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Here's Leonard. Jones against George. And he uses the glass on the layup. George has got 5.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Launches it. And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a rope. And that should do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
So for the Clippers right now, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. Lillard misses. The Clippers shooting 40% from the field. Portland leading. Now Powell releases. Lillard finds Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Lillard's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Trailblazers. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Knocked away. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Now it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
George against McCollum. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Ibaka finds Beverly. Basket counts. Beverly's got his second basket of the game.
Explosive first step off the bounce. Beverly has the speed to do this.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
They get the rebound. George, that's a two-pointer. Off target with the open look.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again. Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. With the shot. Morris with the rebound.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Here's Lillard, and he's finally able to knock one down. Lillard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Everyone on D looks a step slow in transition as they keep getting beat down the floor.
And George kicks to Beverly. Outside for George. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. Back to Powell. Lillard outside. 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Second chance shot, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. In the corner, Kennard with it. Man passes to Jackson. And again, no good by the Clippers. Trailblazers leading by 7. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Lillard. Stolen by Jackson.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Pass to Nurkic. Lillard, right side, over Jackson. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But
the third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 7. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Collins. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Simons the pass to Collins. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Dives for it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Takes a 3. Jackson misses. Trailblazers leading by 7. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Back to Anthony. And there's the pass to Simons. Shot clock at 6.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers trail by 7. Outside Jackson. Ibaka against Kanter. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The 3 from George. Good work defensively by Jones.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Kicks it to Carmelo. Morris against Collins. Back to Anthony. The 3. Rebound by the Clippers. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. On the wing, George. He dishes it to Morris. Outside Jackson. Connects from 3-point range.
An important time in the game in terms of momentum. You see Reggie willing to put the team on his back.
And Lillard kicks to Jones. Back to Lillard. And good. He nails it.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Jones against George. 6 on the shot clock. Morris finds Ibaka. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. Back to Lillard. 1:31 left in the 4th. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Jackson against Lillard. And George kicks to Jackson. Now, here is George. He's tightly guarded. Ibaka, the pass to Morris. Stolen by Collins. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Offensive rebound.
And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock.
To the left wing. Lillard from outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Kanter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Jones kicks to Collins. Passes it to Lillard. Over Jackson. Lillard misses.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
And so it's Portland winning this one. Some good. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter the building. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at center. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Now here's Giannis. Middleton outside. 6 to shoot. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Covington against Antetokounmpo. Sinks that one from the post.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
Now, here's Lillard. Passes it to McCollum. Shoots over DiVincenzo. McCollum, no good. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo against Covington. Inside, Nurkic with the steal.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
McCollum passes to Lillard. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 5.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Now here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And here are the Trailblazers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Oh, Covington in position. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
The Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Lillard against Holiday. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Back to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. Here's Lillard. Releases from 15. Portland again missing. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Holiday and stolen by Lillard. And here's the fast break. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Chalk up 2 there. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
McCollum, and the second chance effort by McCollum.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed to perfection, Greg. I mean, He had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
And finishes with force. Boy, you got to love that.
So it's the Bucks now. Outside Holiday. Shoots over Lillard, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That went beyond the leaning. You could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Cantor throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And, guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Now here's Anthony. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. They trail by 1.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Here's Simons, and Jones slams it in. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Trailblazers up by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
I think it comes from being in a big family.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
On the court for the Bucks, P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. Portis against Cantor. Portis in the post. Clock at 4. Here's Connaughton. And Cantor pulls it down.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. There's the 3. Anthony looking it over. Clock at 6. And it's good. 2 points. Anthony's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Pass to Portis. Now the pass to Moore. Puts up a 3, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Here's Simons. Teague covering. Out to Anthony. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Outside Teague. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Teague's got 5.
And, you know, you like seeing Jeff Teague flip the switch. I mean, he's a shifty guard that usually makes pretty strong, sharp cuts.
Here's Simon. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
The 3 from Anthony. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Tucker with the ball. He's against Cantor. Portis, the pass to Tucker. Here's Nora. Milwaukee the rebound. Pass to Teague. Back to Tucker. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And there's the foul. Will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Deep 2 from Anthony.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Outside Portis. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Teague dishes to Tucker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, hard to corral the energy that P.J. Tucker plays with. And he gets in there and mixes it up, and he'll go to the line.
And so he makes both from the line. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Simons surveying the D. And stolen by Portis.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
It always helps when your big man dishes it like that. Cantor, excellent with that read.
Teague with the ball. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They didn't get more than a 1-possession lead in the period. That's all for now.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Teague, the pass to Nora. 3-pointer. Portis in the post, defended by Covington. And Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. Lillard against Teague. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Portland moving the ball around.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
And sometimes it's simply a matter of effort. Tucker outworking people in transition.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Out to the right wing. Nurkic in the post. Working on Portis. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Giannis passes to Holiday. To the paint. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Lets the three fly. Rebound by Nurkic.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Lillard the pass to Powell. Lillard attacking. Nobody near Nurkic. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Holiday looking over the floor. Covington with the steal. Back to Powell. Passes it to McCollum. Feeds it to Covington. Dishes to McCollum. Lillard from outside. That one misses. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And to Antetokounmpo. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that drill.
There's the pass to Nurkic. 1:37 left here in the third quarter. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Yep, that one goes in there. Nurkic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Trailblazers leading by 6. Nobody near Lillard. Off target from 3-point range. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Covington against Middleton. Trying to get open is Lopez. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Middleton.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Lillard against Holiday. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. He kicks it to Powell. 5 on the clock. Pass to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The shot by Powell, no good. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead. Lillard from deep 3-point land. Misses. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Portland out in front, up by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Simons, and he jams it with authority.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Middleton, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Simons. Stolen by Middleton. Here is Forbes. Outside Holiday. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Bucks lead by 1. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And he overshot that one, missing. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Lillard against Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Lillard attacking Collins. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Middleton. Milwaukee in the lead. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
And they double up Giannis. Stolen by Collins. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Middleton. Lopez finds Giannis. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. The pass to Forbes. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Jones with the stop. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Forbes from outside the arc. Sinks the triple. Forbes has got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
Forbes looking more than comfortable having the ball in his hands in these spots. Not afraid to take the big shot. Bryn Forbes getting busy.
Lillard attacking, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Norkic checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Jones. Here's New Orleans. Outside Portis launches a 3. Collins grabs the miss. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that gives them the lead.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Timeout called the Bucks. They're trailing by 2. We've got 1:28 left in the 4th quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Lillard against Holiday. 5 to shoot. Pass to Kanter. From past the arc. Portland again missing. Giannis outside. The kick out to Holiday. Can't cash in. Now here's McCollum. Count it!
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Taken away by Holiday. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight. They've got Paul George. Baca is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now here's Giannis. Pass to Holiday. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season. An all-star, a leader, Drew Holiday can be counted on night in and night out to make a difference.
And George kicks to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Now Holiday, and it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. And the shot is good.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Now here's Leonard. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Nails the baby hook.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And there's the pass to Middleton. Shoots the 3. He is hauled in by Beverly. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. A 3 from Leonard. And the rebound goes to Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
George passes to Leonard. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Bucket is good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Lopez. He dishes it to Middleton. Over Leonard. Middleton can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Ibaka for 3. It's hauled in by Giannis. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it. The fast break chance. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Passes to Leonard. Looking for George. He gets it there. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Filing to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubats is checked in for Ibaka. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Marcus Morris. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Teague, down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's in there.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is staying in front of Teague when he shows off his handle like that.
George dishes to Jackson. Over in the corner, Zubats. Outside for George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Pass to Tucker. Portis can't get it to go.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Jackson against Teague. It's hauled in by Zubats. Los Angeles leading by 3. And a deep 3 from George. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Count that bucket.
Well, Jeff Teague is one of the tougher players in the league despite his size, and he did a good job finishing through the contact.
George looking around. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 5.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kennard is out there with Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Ivica Zubats. And it's Batum in at the small forward. Jackson misses. The Bucks trail. Pass to Forbes. Takes the 3. Kennard with the rebound. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
And here's Tucker. After Reggie Jackson was able to get the triple. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now the Clippers moving it up. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Kennard on the wing. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Now here's Teague. Now the pass to Noro. Here's Tucker. Up top, Portis. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Beautiful by Bobby Portis. Catches it in rhythm, and we know about the confidence he has.
Jackson kicks to Zubats. Passes it to Kennard. There's the triple. And no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Forbes. And he hits it to tie the game up. Forbes has got 4 this quarter.
No surprise that Forbes pulls up there. At this stage, he has more confidence in the jumper than his ability to finish in close.
Jackson misses. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Here's Jackson after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Jackson passes to Kennard. And shot on the way. That shot, no good.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Very pretty alley-oop layup. Portis has got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pat to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Now, here's Kennard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Off target from outside. Bucks have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Forbes the pass to Portis. Here's Kennard. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
One of the best passes at the center position. Just another way Cousins affects scoring.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Top of the key, Teague. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Cousins. Finished off the break. Cousins has got his second basket.
Way to run the floor, big fella. And this is what you get from DeMarcus Cousins. He plays with a lot of passion.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the inside. Here's Forbes. And the rejection by Zubac. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes.
Timeout.
That is his first foul of the game. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Leonard. Morris right side. Los Angeles with another miss. And that's it for the first half of action.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They didn't get more than a 1 possession. And that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Stolen by Beverly. Ibaka outside. The dish now to George. And Ibaka kicks to George. Dishes it to Beverly. 4 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And it's Leonard missing.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Shots good by Middleton.
And when it comes off the hands of a shooter like Middleton, there's just something so pretty and fluid about the pull-up.
Here's Leonard following the basket by Chris Middleton. Out to Ibaka. Jacks up a three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Leonard with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Knocked loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
On the clock. Outside Holiday. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Clippers leading by 6. Pass to Beverly. He kicks to Ibaka. He dishes it to George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Morris trying to free himself up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They are just killing him on the interior. And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Now here's Teague. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Portis can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Beverly finds Leonard. Count that one. Leonard's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
This is what Leonard gives you. Reliable, productive, churns out positive plays.
And Teague, here we go. The layup missed. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being. And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Now, here's George. 8 points for him. It's good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Beverly against Holiday. Stolen by Beverly. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Finished off the break. 8 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Antetokounmpo against Morris. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. They're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Beverly. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Marcus Morris. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Kennard in for George. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Patrick Beverly is a tone setter, someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
And they get it back to the wing on the left. Here is Forbes, defended by Batum. Nwora, no good from outside. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Zubac. The feed now to Beverly. And the shot falls short this time. And now here comes Teague leading the break. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Ivica Zubac, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rondo, and at the point. Outside for Rondo. Shoots. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in.
And that's the pressure Holiday puts on your defense. Sees the opportunity, gets his shot inside.
Jackson down low, guarded by Holiday. Offensive rebound. Zubac kicks to Kennard. A second chance effort, and the layup good by Batum. And the Clippers lead by 8. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And foul on. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Jackson. The pass to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And so they foul intentionally. On defense, the Bucks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Beverly dishes to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock.
As a defender, Middleton can suffocate you with his length. Nice stop there. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's George following the bucket by the Bucks. And George with the stop.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Giannis. Up and in on the layup.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Beverly. Down low, Morris. Ibaka right side. Here's George. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and...
Oh, the power on that throw-down.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Outside, George kicks it to Leonard. Up top, Morris. The Clippers need to get off a shot. It's tipped. Stolen by Middleton. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The shot by George, wide open. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
DiVincenzo finds Holiday. 24 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Lopez. Middleton for 3. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch. Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Up again. It's in!
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. There it is, the Staples Center in Los. Let's take a look at our starters from Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the... And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Batum, and it's Morris in at the power forward position. Jackson passes to Batum, and stolen by Lillard. From deep three-point range, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Jackson dishes to George. George double-teamed. Jackson has the open look. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
It's good.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lillard, bounce pass. Covington against Morris. Pass to Lillard. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Now, here's Nurkic. Lillard outside. He feeds it to Nurkic. 4 on the clock. They get it again. And the rejection by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
Leonard, no luck. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. George, no good. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. The rebound by Ibaka.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Portland trailing here. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. McCollum outside. The feed to Covington. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
George against McCollum. And George kicks to Ibaka. He dishes it to Leonard. On the wing, Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Got a piece of it. Here's Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Oh, when Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
Now, here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Dishes it to Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. Nurkic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
From deep, George. Rebounded by McCollum. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his second bucket.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And that concludes. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. There's the pass to Morris. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Leonard.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Lillard with no one around. It's good from long range. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. George looking over the floor. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Leonard against Powell. McCollum outside, stolen by George. Deflects the pass. Outside Rondo, back to George. Outside Rondo. Leonard inside, Powell on him. Rondo can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the 3 in transition.
Clippers trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
George, and he drops it in from the low post. George has got his first 2 points.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
Lillard against Rondo, and a wide open look for McCollum. Paul George grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Anthony, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Kennard finds Zubats. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Kennard.
It's Kennard's ability to create that sets him apart. I mean, gets inside, finds himself a shot.
Here's Simons. Anthony in the corner. And he gets it to go from the corner.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
And here's Beverly. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. Throws it up high, and then Jones with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Back to Kennard from deep. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Pass to Mann. Back to Beverly. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Zubats. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. There's 42 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Simons. Kicks to Jones. Pass to Simons. And here's Hollis Jefferson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers trail by 10.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Simons. Defended by Beverly. Pass to Jones. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Port. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. Well, he's been an even. And
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Batum. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Now here's Jackson. Right side, Batum. Excellent D from Cancer.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And Anthony gets it to go.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Jones against George. Kicks it out to Leonard, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. Outside, George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Trailblazers leading by 11. Outside, Jones. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. The pass to Cantor.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
A 3 from Morris. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Leonard with the steal. Outside for Jackson. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. Collins with some nice D.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. The 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. Anthony dishes to Collins. Here's Cantor. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Anthony down low, defended by Batum.
Got to appreciate how aggressive Cantor is on offense. I mean, it's what earns him trips to the line.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Both shots good from the stripe. Clippers trail by 13. Here's Kennard. It's good. Kennard's got his second best.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Simons, defended by Beverly. Anthony, the pass to Simons. To the middle, here's Jones. Lays it up off the glass. Jones has got the lead up to 13 now for Portland.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Simons. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Cantor, the pass to Collins. Cantor kicks to Collins. Jones for three. The Clippers grab the miss. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Back to Patterson. No good. Shot missing. Collins with some nice D. And Collins has got the ball here for Portland. Anthony, the pass to Jones. A three ball. Tries again. And Cantor with the lay-in. Good. Cantor's got 6 points in the quarter.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Here's Beverly. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Kicks it out to Jones. Again, the miss by Jones.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. That three off the mark.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Clippers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And with a bigger role, Kennard continues to blossom, an efficient, intelligent scorer who plays to his strengths.
Here's Simons. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Anthony out there with Collins. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. Portland leading by 10. And here's Anthony for three. The offensive rebound.
Love the heart that Collins is playing with. He makes use to give his all on the offensive glass.
The Clippers shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. From deep, George. The shot will not fall. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Simons. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. A different look for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Kawhi Leonard, and it's Kennard in for Paul George for the Trailblazers. Lillard against Jackson. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. 5 to shoot. Here's McCollum. The Clippers grab the miss. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Inside. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Jackson.
The catch and shoot, Jay, is lethal when used correctly. Easy to see why Jackson likes it so much.
Now, here's Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. He kicks it to Powell. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Now the Clippers moving it up. Batum's running, and it's the Trailblazers on the break. Powell, the pass to McCollum. Lillard against Jackson. Lillard with the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Now Lillard, following the miss by Marcus Morris from deep. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Kennard against McCollum. Here's Nurkic. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 6 points for Nurkic.
Very capable of knocking it down from the mid-range. Nurkic is a guy you must stay tight on.
Kennard for three. The putback, and Ibaka is right there.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Jackson against Lillard. Kicks it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing from the arc. From downtown, Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his fourth rebound in this one. Three-pointer. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Now here's McCollum. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Over Jackson. Nurkic can't hit. Clippers trail by 10. And the wide open shot from Morris. The three-pointer no good. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Trailblazers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Enes Kanter.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. But they'll get another chance. Stolen by McCollum. Pass to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Powell for three. Hits the three-point bomb. And now it's a 12-point Portland lead.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they played for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
No good. And so it's Portland winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were